Hey guys, it's your favorite zombie dad, Saturn, and currently while I'm recording, it is the 4th of July, so if you hear fireworks in the background, I am sorry. What can you do? So this week is another free topic, kind of week, so I think I'm just gonna ramble. That sounds fun, right? So, as you know from my previous video, I have anxiety and depression, and that sucks. And I usually don't like talking about it very in-depthly, but I thought I might talk about it today. So, let's start with anxiety. I didn't realize that I had anxiety until about freshman year, I'd like to say. And it was mostly in my health class that I had when we actually spoke about anxiety, because I mean, I knew it was a thing, I just didn't feel like I had it. So I was in the middle of class and my health teacher, I guess I'll call him Mr. Smith, was talking about anxiety, and he was giving off symptoms, and every symptom he would list off, I was feeling at that moment. And I don't know, I got a little uncomfortable because I was like, he notices that I am freaked out that I have those symptoms from time to time. And well, he kind of picked on me and was like, hey, your leg's shaking. Why you seem nervous? And I was just like, oh, no reason. He's like, maybe you have anxiety. Ha ha ha, as a joke. But I was just freaked out by the fact that I might have anxiety. So I looked into it and I thought, well, yeah, I probably do have anxiety because I get really nervous a lot for no reason, and I start, just shaking with my legs, and then it might move into my hands. And this is really new for me because I was really comfortable talking to people all the time, and out of nowhere I just can't anymore. If it's my friends and stuff, that's cool. If it's people at school that I don't really know, I freak out. And when I started making these YouTube videos, I was completely fine. I was just like, hey, I'm ready to go. And now I'm just like, ooh, it's time to make a YouTube video. I scared. It's not fun because I enjoy YouTube. I enjoy this account so much. I'm so happy that I'm a part of this account, but I feel like my anxiety is taking over too much, and it just makes it hard for me to make videos now. So now you kind of know what's going on with me. I don't like when people fake anxiety because they think it's cute, or it's trending because of Tumblr kind of stuff, because I never wanted to have anxiety. I was a perfectly neurotypical person, neurotypical being someone who doesn't have any mental illness, and I was not happy because I was bullied as a child, so that wasn't fun, but I wasn't depressed. I was just sad because I didn't have any friends, but I wasn't die! I want to die! Death, take me away! And once my anxiety started getting worse, I just was like, no, I'm faking it. It's not real. I don't have anxiety. No, it's not me. I don't want anxiety. I don't want to have just this aching feeling that if I have to talk to someone that I don't know, that I'm feeling my heart is racing, I feel like they hate me and they don't even know me. It's the worst. Everyone gets general anxiety, ordering food at a fast food restaurant, that kills me still. And then calling someone over the phone. I just applied for a job and my mom and her boyfriend keep asking me, oh, why don't you call them and see if like they are looking at your application or anything. And I'm just like, I literally cannot call them because I will die. And I know I won't die, but anxiety is the worst. And that's just little things. There are tons of awful things about my anxiety that go way more in depth that I don't know what to say. And I feel like when I talk about my anxiety, I have to prove it to everyone because I still can't prove it to myself that I have anxiety. But I know it's there because normal people don't act like this. They don't shake and be on the verge of tears just for talking to people. And I get that way sometimes when I'm in like a group of people and I don't know anyone except for like maybe one person, and they're like, hey, Saturn's funny. Saturn, say something. And I'm just like, like, I have friends and they tell me I'm funny and I'm just like, yeah, I like to make people laugh. But I'm not trying to make people think that I'm funny. There's a difference. And a lot of people live that way and they want to like tell jokes and be like, hey, I want everyone to think I'm funny. I don't. I just like to make people smile if I know them. And I'm rambling like I told you I would, but anxiety's the worst. And I think I'm just gonna end this topic because it's not good. I'm sorry. So, on a less stressing topic, I'll talk about my depression. My depression started when I was 13, around same time. 13, maybe not 13, probably more 12. Anxiety started at 13, freshman year. But 12 was definitely depression. Because I started hating myself just because I didn't like the way I looked. And now that I look back at it, it was probably more dysphoria. But at the time, I thought it was just because I wasn't pretty enough. And now I don't want to be that pretty. Like, the kind of pretty that I wanted to be. But I feel like the pretty that I wanted to be was what I thought I had to be popular and stuff. But now that I'm not the person that I thought I was going to be, like, I'm a lot happier but still very depressed and it sucks. But anyways, when my depression first started when I was 12, I just thought I needed to be the prettiest girl, I needed to be skinny, and I needed to like grow out my hair and look super, I don't know, preppy. But that was when I was 12 in 8th grade, and then my emo phase started, which did not help at all. And I mean, I'm less emo, but I'm still pretty fucking emo. I'm just an emo dad. I mean, this doesn't look emo, but what can I say? I'm emo. It's bad. It's a bad thing. Don't go through an emo phase. You say you'll get out of it, but some of you get trapped. But anyways, I just wanted to be one of those popular girls, and it wasn't working out, so I was just like, huh, death? That sounds good. And I didn't have any guys who were like attracted to me, and I mean, middle school relationships are stupid. Don't do them. But at the time, I was just like, oh, I'm never gonna have a boyfriend, no one likes me, I'm gonna kill myself. No, I wasn't gonna kill myself. I wasn't suicidal, like, that bad at the time. It was more of a borderline suicidal kind of situation, but it was still bad. And so I was 12, and then I was just, you know, all the body image issues, because I thought I was really fat because of my stepfather. He was telling me that I was super obese, and I was not. I was barely overweight, but there was that stuff, and I just hated my stepdad. And then I turned 13, and I actually got a boyfriend, but he was a piece of shit. Like, fuck him. Just, I'm sorry how angry I am, but oh, he was the worst. I don't need to, like, get into that, but basically, I was a stupid ass fucking kid. Shut up, fireworks. And I met this guy, and he was like, hey, let's do naughty sex things. And I was like, yeah, okay. I don't want to lose my boyfriend because I'm finally popular for once. This is the only way. So I did not have sex with him, by the way, but I was just like texting him and stuff saying that I would, and I texted some disgusting things, not nudes, thankfully, but some things that were bad. Just bad things to say when you're 13. And my stepdad found my phone, and he was like, hey, what the fuck is this? You're never seeing this kid again. And that was it. Like, we were done with that. He was mad at the kid more than he was at me. Like, he wasn't mad at me. He was just like, well, you know, this kid's bad, and he was trying to influence you, so it's not your fault. So that was okay. But my stupid fucking ass, like, shoot myself twice because of the decision I made. Was like, oh, this is like a Romeo and Juliet kind of situation. Our families don't like each other, blah, 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 blah. Don't do it! If you think that that's romantic, that you're going behind your parents' back to date this kid, don't do it. It's the worst decision you'll ever make. So, again, I was texting this kid for like a couple more months. My stepdad found my phone again, and he was like, what the fuck? We said no. So, you're grounded. And it was bad. It was bad. It wasn't like the way I'm explaining it, but I was grounded for an entire year, and my stepdad just branded me this giant slut and made me throw out all of my fucking, like, shoes that he deemed slutty, and all my clothes that he thought were slutty, and all of my makeup. So I felt ugly as fuck because I had bad enough, like, body issues, but like I hated my face. I literally could not deal with it, and I like just started my emo phase, so I was like piling up the eyeliner. So without that, I felt so disgusting, and I was like so depressed, and I started self-harming. It was really bad, and I really wanted to die. And then something else happened, and like, I mean, he took my phone away because of the shit that happened with this boy, but then he gave it back to me, and then something else happened, and he didn't like it, so he threw my phone in the fucking trash. I had no friends, I couldn't do shit, couldn't leave the house, and I wasn't allowed in my bed unless I was sleeping, so all I could do was sit at the fucking dining table and read a fucking book, because I wasn't allowed to watch TV. Like, fuck that entire year. It was bad. But then things got better. Sophomore year, I had friends, and then fuck, I have to go to a new school. So now my junior year was okay, except shit, my parents are getting divorced. It's because my stepdad's a druggie and an awful person and a cheater. So I'm just like, life is not doing good. So my grades started dropping, everything was fucking shitty, and last year wasn't that great. Well, last school year. Right now it's the summer and I'm lonely. That's it. There's literally no reason for me to be this fucking depressed, but my depression's just like, hey, since you have no friends, death? And I'm just like, no, I can't do that. And then my brain's still like, but death, right? And I'm like, ugh. And I have no motivation to get out of bed, and because it's the summer, it's so much easier to just stay in bed all day, and it worries my mom, and she gets pissed off because she doesn't understand depression, so she's just like, get out of bed. I'm like, I can't, I'm depressed, and she's like, that's not the truth, get out of bed. And I'm just like, fuck. So, depression, TM, don't do it. But if you have depression, I'm very sorry. I'm in the same boat. It sucks. You will get through it. I will get through it. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna do this. So, I realized that this video was just me yelling about my mental health. I feel bad because I thought I'd be nicer and happier in this video for you guys, but that was some tough shit. You know, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to get better, and I don't know, this is just a really awkward way to end the video, but I'm going to Warped Tour on Wednesday, so that's something to be happy about. Oh wait! Okay, so check this out. I have this little tiny cactus, and it's in a rainbow pot that I painted myself, and that's a happy thing. Okay, I didn't really kiss it. Ha! Fooled you. What am I saying? I'm such a weirdo. But anyways, this is a great cactus, and okay, now I really kissed it. It's a good thing. Please don't hate me for being the worst. But I'm gonna carefully put that down. And hopefully next week will be happier and I won't be yelling at the camera. Yelling at you, actually, because that's probably some stuff that you don't need. I'm very sorry. Why am I looking everywhere? Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for putting up with my bullshit, and I love you all. So, have a good day, queer cuties. I love you.